Hi everyone, blessed be. I thought I would show you me changing my cloche to fit in with the theme of Yule. Obviously, as you can see, the previous setup was just my autumn setup, so that was for Samhain and just for autumn in general. So I've decided to change it to a winter theme ready for Yule, and I thought I would show you. So first of all, I need to remove everything that I've already got in the cloche. And like I've said before, because I use hot glue, I'm able to just pop things off and stick new things on, which is why I can fully reuse everything in here. So it's just a case, apart from the leaves, it did destroy the leaves taking them off, but all the other stuff just pops off, so I can save it and use it next year. So what I'm doing here is taking off the stuff I don't want to use and putting that to one side, and the stuff I want to use or think I want to use I'm leaving on my table. This is actually my little altar space because I've stripped it ready to redo it as well. And I'm just touching up my nails. For some reason I decided to just do my nails before doing this, so I was chipping them like mad. And I decided it would be wise to touch it up while I was doing it. Yeah, I ended up having to remove it all and do it again. Anyway, here what I'm doing is removing everything and preparing the cloche, so I can apply the new stuff. And you'll see in a little bit, once I've removed everything, then I start working out what I'm going to use and where I'm going to place it. And I just use the smallest amount of hot glue possible just to keep stuff in place, so if I move it or anything, it's not going to all fall around everywhere. Here I was having trouble getting the leaves off, so I had to just twist them around some pliers. I added these little micro LEDs around the tree, so that I can have it lit up when I want to. And it's just a case of wrapping them around. Sorry about my head getting in the way. But as you can see, I'm just wrapping the LEDs around to cover as much of the tree as I want. And then I've turned them on just so I can see where there's any gaps where I want the tree to light up, and I'm just going around and adding another wrap around of these lights. And then what I did was I had them going around the base as well, and it's just a case of putting a little blob of hot glue just to hold them in position, to make sure that they stay where I want, because then I can have the dome quite well lit up with these little lights. It's hard to see now, but in the dark it does look better, and it does glow quite nicely. I'm just blowing on the hot glue to get it to set quicker. So I'm adding a blob of hot glue, pressing the lights in place, blowing to make the hot glue cool down faster, and then turning the base and going around. And then the excess wires, I just went up and down at the back of the tree just to make it use up that extra length of wire, so that I can have just the very end of the wire and the little battery pack sticking out of the back. I didn't want to wrap it around the tree again because it starts to make the tree look all weird once it's got too many sections of lights wrapped around it. It sort of squishes the branches of the trees. And then once I've got the lights in place, it was then a case of decorating the front. And I glued into place these glittery pine cones that I got from my local craft store a few Christmases ago now, and I've used them for multiple projects. I used some of them for my Christmas wreath and that sort of thing, well, my Yule wreath I should say. And here I'm just looking for the others, because like I said, I keep the stuff I use for altar decorations in the 3 drawers that are underneath my altar space, as well as some junk, as you can tell. And I'm just looking to see if I've got any more glittery pine cones or ones that have been sprayed silver, because I've got two types. And they would, like I said, just gone from the local craft store, but you can just collect pine cones, sterilise them by boiling or baking, and then put glitter on and stuff yourself. This was a lot quicker and easy just to buy some. And I'm just placing them around the feet of the stag. Like so. And then once I was happy with the position of everything, it was then time to make sure that I added a little bit of snow. So this is some artificial snow, just a bag of it that I picked up from the pound shop about 2 years ago, that I haven't used yet, and I'm just sprinkling it around the base to make it look frosty and icy and give it a little hint of snow. And I also stuck some to the back of the stag and to the antlers as well, and made sure there was some gathered in the pine cones. And this was just to add a bit more of that sort of wintry element to it and make it look a bit more fitting for Yule, because it's always my favourite time of the year, is when all the snow's on the ground, and I prefer it when it's like cold and there's snow, and I like how peaceful and quiet it goes when it's snowing, especially when it's snowing heavy. And I also love walking around in the snow and making snowmen and stuff. And I just think everything looks really beautiful when it's covered in snow. So I wanted to represent that in my cloche. And I've also got some of these polystyrene little mini snowballs from when I did some tree decorations with my daughter, where you get like a globe and you fill it. The only thing I noticed in the end is the stag's feet at the front did lift up a little bit. I've positioned him slightly wrong so he catches on the glass dome, but never mind. And then I cleaned off my table because it was very dusty. And there it is. So that's how I prepared my cloche for Yule. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll do an altar video soon. Blessed be. Bye for now.